Good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. Today, oh, it's kind of warm. I say that as if like it shocked me and hit me, but I just walked back from, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Welcome back to today's vlog. I think I'm going to take you through at least today and maybe Saturday or Sunday or both, but probably not tomorrow. And just more like fitness content. I'm really trying to like pump out more specifically fitness content, and today I've got a run on the cards and bouldering later as well, and probably some like handstand practice, stuff like that. So I'll show you my food, my training and whatnot. So my family was actually here, some of them. My mum and my grandpa drove down here. They got here Sunday. It was my mum's birthday. We've gone out to dinner or breakfast or lunch or whatever so many times since I've been here, of course, because like they don't really have anything to cook, and like I've got a small place to entertain. I could have cooked for them. I don't know why I didn't, but we didn't. We just went out a lot, which was all right because then I got to explore new places because I just eat at home for the most part. Yeah, so I'm keen to just get back into eating from home again because you can definitely like feel the difference. I just feel a little bit less energized, a little bit more like, I don't remember the last time I felt hungry. Well, I do. I just don't think I've felt very hungry in the last 4 days or so. But it's Thursday now and I've just said goodbye to them. They're heading back home, but they're taking like a different route, a little scenic route, I guess. It's 9:30 a.m. now. We've had breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast because, you know, I'm not hungry. Had coffee though. Went for a little stroll with them, just chilled out until they left, and now walked back home from where they were staying. And I'm gonna have some food before I go train. And I want to show you, which I've probably shown you before, my favorite meal before a run. Not even really a full meal, but I love to just have carbs, but a little bit of other stuff as well. So and something that just digests well for me, but is sustainable enough so where it's like not just fruit where like you want it then and there, but I'm going to be training, or like it's because it's a training run, not a long run or anything, in like an hour or so. I'm going to go to a track. I've never been to a track before, here at least in Melbourne, and it has been warm here in Melbourne the last couple of days, like actually warm, like hot actually. So it'll be nice, and apparently tonight there's going to be like a little bit of thunderstorm, so I'm going to try and run now. Well, I'm going to run now in the morning before that comes in, and then I'll just work from home for a while, tidy up and get on with my day, and then bouldering. And tomorrow's a big day. I need to be in bed early tonight. I'm going to try to, and then I'm just working all day tomorrow at the gym plus my own online work in between, but it's going to be a big day tomorrow, so I'm trying to, you know, make the most of today as kind of restful because tomorrow's just going to be a big work day. 1 slice of sourdough bread, some peanut butter goes on first. Peanut butter, Maver's peanut butter, natural, and honey. Alright, I also forgot I'm making my supplements now because I forgot to have them this morning. So I have my supplement concoction here. There's 3 glasses here of this just because I bought new glasses the other day and they arrived and I just need to wash them so they're still out. But so I have my greens, and these taste good, like they don't taste bad, but they just also don't have much flavor to it. So to add more flavor and also the other benefits that comes with it, I have my BCAAs with has electrolytes in it, but I only put a little bit, mostly for the flavor to be honest, but I'll have a proper actual serve of that after my, or a little bit before, but mostly after my run. And I put L-glutamine in there because I used to have like the tablets, but then the places that I went to didn't have like the tablets that you swallow. They had the powder, so I just mixed that in with that as well. And then sea moss. Everyone complains about the taste or the texture of the sea moss, the actual stuff, but I found the powder stuff, so I just put that in there. And I mean, I've only been having it for about a week, or maybe a week and a half now, and it's fine. But then I also have 3. I was just having 2, and now for the last week I've been having 3 in the morning, just only in the morning, not in the evening, of fish oil tablets, so I just have 2 at a time. Yeah, and that was my supplement stack. And I'm actually not weighing my food at the moment, or like, I mean, if I have oats, I weigh that and like stuff like that, but I'm not tracking it. I was tracking, and then I just decided you know what, let's just eat well. Let's just not track. Because ultimately I don't need to track everything. It's still nice to weigh things, but just right now I'm not in a fat loss phase or a building phase, like anything specific. So unless I just don't know how much is in something and I want to know, I'm not going to be tracking everything that I have. I don't know enough about food to know when I'm over or under eating, especially because you can just listen to your body. And I know the last couple of days I've definitely been in a surplus because of the types of foods that I've been eating. Just because like eating out and everything, the oils that they put with it, it's not what I usually have as well. So like I feel more full because of the quality of food is different to what my body is also used to. But I also know, like, no regrets. It's all like temporary and for the sake of memories, not for the sake of body composition. Like that's not the only thing that I want to have food for. Like I want it for performance or for memories. And while I don't have any people here, I don't need to have food for memories unless I'm like taking myself out on a date for whatever reason, but I am not right now. So I'm focusing more on how I feel rather than how I look is probably the best way to summarize that. Okay, I've gotten changed. Oh, I still need to put sunscreen on. I foam rolled, but I'm gonna actually continue to warm up once I get there. So my training already this week, I did legs on Monday. Tuesday, I did my easy run, like the aerobic run, zone 2, whatever you wanna call it, 10 kilometers. And then yesterday was upper body day. Today is my interval training, and I might throw in some sprints in there and just do my own thing a little bit. And then tomorrow's a rest day, and then I might take you through my training over the weekend as well. But as for my other supplements, I suppose, I'm going to have some pre-workout, but it's just a non-stim because I did have a coffee this morning and I just don't feel like I need any more caffeine. Oh, hiccups. Oh yes, and as for what I'm wearing, so I'm wearing Indefinable the label. So I've got my shorts on from ITL, which is my activewear brand, and then the Power sports bra, so it's a V-neck sports bra, and it's got like a cross back. You can't see it, but you've probably seen it in a lot of other vlogs. As for my shoes, I'm wearing the Gel Nimbus 26s from Asics, and I do like them. I think they're probably my favorite running shoe that I've had so far. Enough yabbering, let's go. Alright, hello. So I'm at the track. I've just done a kilometre warm-up jog around the track twice or so, and my shins are not feeling great. Yeah, I don't really know why, kind of, I do. So my last long run was 14 kilometres that I did on Sunday, just gone, so 4 days ago or so now. And yeah, in that, okay, no, that's probably not even the start. Last Thursday I did a Barry's Bootcamp class and I wore training shoes, not running shoes, but there was running in it, like sprints, like fast running and sprints on the treadmill, like in intervals, and I could feel that I was like definitely not in the right shoes, and I already knew that I wasn't, but like I could feel the repercussions of it instantly as I was running, especially as my feet are used to running in good shoes for running. And yeah, I was a bit nervous about how my next run would go. So when my next run did come around, the long run, which was 14k on Sunday, the first 3 kilometers were so painful in my shins, my calves, just so tight. By 5 kilometers, I could feel it. I noticed that they were there, but it wasn't so painful anymore. Like I wasn't thinking about stopping due to that. And then the next 3 days, 2-3 days especially, like so sore, so tight, so sore. Still a little bit like I could notice it today and yesterday, but I felt fine to run, and I still feel fine to run now. That warm-up jog, and like I did run the other day, 10 kilometers, just an easy run, so like I could feel it, but it was okay. And even now, I felt it, but it's okay. I don't know about sprints. I'll test out some sprints, and then if that doesn't work out, I'll just go back to the intervals. Let's do it. We're done. We're done the workout. My face is frickin' red. I haven't gotten a red face from training like this red in ages, like running especially, and I barely sweat when I run in my face. But today I have. It's on hot days, which we haven't really had much of, especially when I've been running. Like I usually run early morning or like later in the evening, so I don't really get the heat. But today, it's a hot one. Well, what is it? 25 degrees outside. It's getting cloudier now, but it was bright blue skies this morning. Great workout, great running session. So this is my meal prep for tomorrow, and then this is mine for today, and I'm just waiting on my kangaroo meat to add to this. Not so aesthetic, but I tried. This is my little grocery haul that I just went and did. So I got some steak. It's blade steak. I've never heard of it. I assume it's not going to be the best because of how cheap it was. Like it was $12.63 for like 2 big pieces. So I am assuming it's not fantastic, but that's fine. Got some bug spray because I had to kill a spider this morning, and like a thick, gross one, not like a daddy long legs. Those I've just been leaving because I know that they can also help keep flies out, I think. But otherwise, gone. So I'm gonna spray the bottoms of the doors. Some bananas. I don't usually get organic ones, but I did just because they're the only ones that were like ready to eat, and I want one. But then I also got these. I also don't usually just get cut up watermelon because it's like $6 for this, whereas you can get a quarter of a watermelon for probably less than $6. But I just want it to have it now, and I didn't want to have to cut it up myself. Then I got some fresh juice. Like I don't know how fresh, but like they make it themselves. It's not fake juice, rather. So apple juice, apple, beetroot, carrot, and ginger. Yum. Bunch of big sweet potatoes. A red capsicum. 6 eggs. 2 broccoli. Smoked salmon and chicken breast. I'm gonna eat this, do some work, and just chill for the rest of the evening. I was gonna go bouldering tonight at like 6:30, but then I remembered I have to be like asleep by 7:45 p.m. and I don't think that's gonna happen at this rate, because I just need to like calm my nervous system down. I'm feeling like not anxious about anything in particular, but just like that anxious energy. Just my nervous system is very like, you know, it could be because like the weather has just been changing so much, but I think it's mostly to do with the fact that tomorrow I'm working every single class at F45. So there's 4 classes back to back straight away from 5:15 a.m. and then there's a bit of a gap, another one, bit of a gap, another one, bigger gap, 2 more. And like I love this job and the classes are good, I'm good at my job and everything, but like just because there's structure to my day and it's spread out across the day and there's expectations, of course, and like you're serving other people, I just like experience a bit of anxiety around that. I'm like worried I'm like gonna mess up, I'm gonna like wake up late or whatever. But that's just anxiety. So I just have to prove myself that I don't need to feel that way, and that I'm gonna be okay just by showing up and getting the day done to the best of my ability and not shitting on myself for it. Because if I just went in, and even if I did mess up a little bit tomorrow and maybe I say something wrong in the intro or something, like, shit happens, but if I shit on myself for it, then I'm providing myself with more evidence that I should feel anxious, because I'm making myself a bad person, or feel like a bad person for making a human mistake. So yeah, that's how I help my anxiety, by living through it and not being an asshole to myself, essentially. Like, I'm trying to simplify it because it's easier when you do that, of course. Okay, so for dinner tonight, we are having the steak that I bought earlier. Look at that jiggle. Should be good, I hope. It's probably going to be a little bit dry. I'm not great at cooking steak. Anyway, steak. I've got some broccoli boiling right now because I just don't like when it's too hard. So just softening it a bit. And then I've got a fruit and veggie juice. What is it in it? I know. Carrot, turmeric, orange, apple, and lime in it. Slay, slay, slay. So that is my carbohydrates, and it's quite a lot. I'm not measuring, as I think I said earlier. However, this is probably like 400 mils. So it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Easy way to get a mixture of nutrients in without having to eat it. Yes, it does change some things when it's in different forms and not in its most natural form, just as much as boiling, not just as much, but just the same concept kind of, where like boiling your broccoli does change it and how much of the actual nutrients that started in there, how much you're getting now. I can't remember how I structured that sentence at the start than when I finish it, but I think you know what I mean. But you know what? I am not a perfectionist. I am a do what I can and what is easiest for me, while still doing what will make me feel good. For me. Yeah, whatever. You get it. Let's try this steak. Not bad. Well, you can definitely tell it's lean. It's very tough. But I also probably, again, it's probably half the cook's fault, but it's pretty good. Salt and pepper does the trick.
Macros and snacks, meals, review how I feel, and Jill said, what's your favorite?
Oh no! Oh no!
So, your 10 pounds space workout is those protein for recovery naturally.
Okay, I fueled up and we're gonna warm up. I haven't been here in just over a week, so there's quite a few new things. Where's my sack? My sack's not in here, but I've just got loose chalk. So I just warm up on ones and twos and then move to threes, just like normal. Also, there's like a one around the side. They didn't say what grade it was yet until the other day, and I just had a look. I flashed it, so I thought it might have been a level 3. It's actually a level 4, so I'm super stoked for that. Easy. I found my sack in the lost and found. We're going to level 3 now. Slow. Down climb. Not all the way down climb. Okay, here's one that I've been stuck on for a while. Here's my first attempt. no, slipping, fuck. Oh no. Okay, the start at least felt stronger. Alrighty. How aesthetic is this? Just, I mean, they're all clean. These are not as clean, but I only just used them recently. But so aesthetic. Anyway, little things like this that makes me feel like I've got my life together when I do it, which is usual. That's not usually the case. Oh, so scared. I really overreacted there though. And peanut butter. Het peanut butter. Het means the. Or de. De and het both mean the in Dutch. Ik spreek de better Nederlands. Anyway, I'm about to go climbing, but I wanted to chat while I did this. This vlog is meant to be like my training and nutrition, I think. I think that was the plan. But I actually wanted to also talk about recovery because I've had to take an unexpected break yet again from running, and because I've had to do that before, I really just wanted to take it seriously this time, and I probably should have done it a couple days ago, but instead I did it now. And I'm on like my last day, hopefully, of off running, which is only 5 days, which is only 3 days extra to what it would have been just normally because of my training plan. So I think I told you that I was due for a long run on Sunday or something, or over the weekend at least, but I don't know if I told you that my shin and calves just kept blowing up when I did run. I think I did because when I did the track session, it was not great, like I could feel it. And even then when I started to walk, I could feel it, and at work when I would like bend down, but so I did like a rehab session on it yesterday, which I wasn't one of those like instant fix things. I was like, oh, okay, I'll do this every second day or whatever, to like strengthen the muscles around it, because I was trying to figure out what the issue was, and I think I've kind of figured it out. And then I've also put insoles that I bought yesterday into my shoes for work / walking shoes / training shoes. And yeah, and actually today they feel good, knock on wood. So hopefully the rest combined with those exercises that I did yesterday and will continue doing, just to, be cautious, like be precautious, I suppose, for things to not get any worse, or reignite. But yeah, I wanted to ensure that I also still rested today so that I didn't just like get straight back into it and then make myself worse again. Yeah, I truly did consider just pushing through. But then I knew, as has happened the last couple of weeks, or last 2 weeks, it hasn't been that long, like a week and a half, since they did start to like blow up because I wore the wrong shoes to that sprinting thing. I knew that like it would just stay bad or get worse, or I could injure myself in another way because I'm overcompensating for this pain. So I knew the best thing to do was to rest, and it's only 5 days. Only 5 days. Like maybe I'll lose some fitness in that time, because there was a study, it was a long time ago that I learned this though, so it could have changed since then with new research, but that athletes can lose their cardiovascular fitness within 4 days of not practicing it. But 1, I'm not an elite athlete. 2, like it's 5 days, not 4, like it's not that bad. And, like, yeah, but mostly the fact that I'm not an elite athlete is the reason why I'm not as worried. I'm a little worried, but that's just because I have a lot of high expectations of myself. So yeah, but I do want to just tell you this to give you proper insight into my training, nutrition, that like, this is what it is. Sometimes it's taking some more rest. And I still like trained, I did like that rehab session yesterday, plus I went to a F45 class. Like I took the classes in the morning, coaching wise, and then I actually participated in it in the evening, which was because it was just like a really good class. I was keen to just do it. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a climb now. Have this first and then go for a climb, but I'm gonna ride there, so that actually might, keep my legs moving and doing something, and I'll see if that aggravates anything. Hopefully not, it shouldn't do. But yeah, I'll ride there, hopefully it takes maybe 20 minutes, I actually don't know, and then climb, ride home, have dinner and work some more probably. I've just been working all day. It's afternoon now. Yeah. True adulthood is being able to lick the knife without your mum yelling at you that you're licking a knife, and that's not safe, because like I'm licking the knife. So I'm about to go for my run. Finally, I am excited for it. I'm excited to get out there and move my body in that way again after 5 days off now. And I'm excited to go on the run, but I am also nervous. But I'm trying not to let those nerves mess me up, nor the excitement. I'm gonna go on the run and just take it easy, not look at pace, just enjoy it. It didn't go that well. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't as bad as my last long run that I did. I just hope this doesn't fuck me up more. I hope if anything it's just maintained me at the same amount of badness that my legs were before, but because walking right now they feel tight and they feel like they've just ran, but they don't feel too bad. But when I was running the whole time I could feel it, so looking forward to this Friday when I've got like an appointment with a professional. Don't even know what. I don't know what it's called exactly. Mostly going for the massage, potentially needling and cupping, but also a bit of an assessment if he's got any good insight. Okay, I'm home and I'm just doing some stretching on the floor. Yeah, as I said, it didn't really go as planned, but we will move onward and upward, and you know, got myself a sugar-free butterscotch flavoured Slurpee, which I've had once before, and it's actually pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to be something that I would want to get for a second time, but it actually is. Anyway, I wanted to finish this vlog off, but just, you know, a couple of reminders. Take care of your body. If you're injured or sensing an injury, take care of yourself before it gets worse. I feel like I'm in that stage where it's like, it's not quite an injury as far as I can know so far. So I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't become one. But yeah, take care of yourself where you can. And fuel. Food is fuel. You don't need to starve yourself. Actually, no, you shouldn't starve yourself. If you're trying to lose weight, yes, be in a calorie deficit, you could maybe technically call that starving yourself, because you do have to have a level of hunger, or that's usually just a byproduct of being in a calorie deficit where you're literally purposefully not eating enough to sustain the current weight you're at. Like that kind of starving, fine, but not actual starvation to where you're starving your body's necessary needs. It's not how you say it, but you need fuel in order to live, in order to sustain energy, but also in order to live a full life where you get to go for runs and climbing or gym, or just, you know, having energy to be a nice person to yourself and to others. Have you ever noticed days that you've been really mean to yourself or to others, and like you're really short with people? It's apart from like hormonal things, which can also be influenced by diet, but also women different. Anyway, it's often correlated, or have you noticed that it's on days that you don't get enough sleep, perhaps you don't eat enough, or sometimes maybe because you've overeaten, or you've overeaten the day before and then you've starved yourself today to make up for it, but you're also then just mistreating yourself in a different way, right? So overall, work on your relationship with food. That's not obviously enough to actually help you with your relationship with food, that advice, but it is hopefully enough to inspire you to do something about it. And that is see a professional, do your own research, at least become more aware of yourself and the thoughts and the words and things that you're saying about yourself and about food. yeah, I'm only scratching the surface here. I could have a big conversation about this. Maybe I'll make a separate video eventually, or podcast episodes, talk about it on Instagram or something. But yes, these things are important. Fuel, taking care of yourself, and having a good relationship with yourself and everything, honestly. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope it gave you some good insight onto my training, my nutrition, and how I kind of handle things when things don't go as planned. This video did not go as planned because I thought I was going to be able to run good, but I wasn't, so thank you for watching. I will talk to you in the next video and hope you have an amazing day.